And the ontology that I have comes directly from God and divine command.
Really?
This answers, yes, and yours too.
And I said, I believe my rights are God-given.
That's great.
So why are you?
And that's what we're talking about. Now, I just answered your question. Now, answer mine. Where is this right to vote absent your brain?
Where's your argument?
Yeah, I just won't answer it, no matter what.
Wait, can you answer his question, though?
No, she can't. She knows. She already knows. It's a fail. Where's your right to vote absent your brain?
I've been saying this whole time, my rights are God-given.
Your right to vote comes from God?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
This woman attempts to debate Andrew Wilson and melts down in laughter as Andrew Wilson debates this woman about what is a right. She rambles on about God's rights, totally blending the current rights in the country, and Andrew Wilson bursts out laughing and completely shuts her down. Let's dive in.
How can only men enforce the rights of women?
Well, I'm glad that you asked. You have rights, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is a right?
A right is something that basically we've defined out through a Bill of Rights or a Constitution.
Something the government can't do to you.
It's an entitlement absent a duty.
Right.
Is that a right?
Well, what do you mean by absent a duty?
There's no duty with your rights.
We have God-given inherent rights in America.
Okay.
Right? And that's where we enshrine our rights from, is the rights that God gave us.
So God gave you the right to own a gun?
He gave us the right to self-defense.
Did he give you a right to own a gun?
He gave us the right to self-defense.
Yeah, I know, but that's not my question. Why do you keep on not answering my question? Did he give you a right to own a gun?
Yes.
Or is that, okay, he did. So that was not, your right to own a gun is not something which can be taken away from you.
Here's the other thing. You say only men can be enforcers of law. There are, women can actually have a gun.
I didn't say laws, I said
and they
rights.
can enforce rights. They can protect rights with guns as well, because guns are equalizers.
So let me explain this the best way. Let me explain this the best way I possibly can.
They give children guns in some countries.
Let me explain this the best way that I possibly can.
So women can also have guns.
You're just prattling.
It's not prattling.
I thought you wanted the explanation. Do you want me to give it to you or not? So
guns rights are women's rights.
I'll give you the explanation. Do you want me to give it to you or not? So
guns rights are women's rights.
I'll give you the explanation instead of your incessant prattle. So here's the actual explanation. Men are the enforcers of rights. Rights don't exist. They don't exist. You can't taste them. You can't touch them. You can't see them. They're a social construction.
No, men did not create the rights. God did.
Okay, he did. What rights did God give you?
God gave me the right to exist. He gave me free will.
You have a right to exist?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So you couldn't just wink out of existence tomorrow?
God created me.
What does that have to do with a right?
I have the right to free will.
You have a right to literally nothing except what other people allow you to have. All of your rights can be
That's what it literally says in our Constitution.
I know what it says, but that doesn't mean it's true.
Oh, so you don't believe in the Constitution?
I don't believe that rights are real.
Okay, so you don't believe in the Constitution.
I don't believe that rights are real.
So then go to a different country then.
I didn't say. What does that have to do with anything? Even if
You
I
don't
said,
believe in
okay,
the
I'll go to
Constitution.
another country. Now rights are suddenly real. That makes no sense.
So why are you even talking about rights if you don't even believe in the Constitution?
That's the core of what we're talking about, the right to vote. Last I checked, right?
You don't even care about rights because you don't believe in the Constitution.
I don't believe in rights.
Can I ask you a question?
I believe the Constitution is real.
Do you think
But that doesn't mean I believe that rights are not a social
right
construction. Our rights is social construction.
So how do you think the Constitution is
You keep asking me questions even though I've answered all of them. Are you going to answer one of mine? Are rights a social construction?
I believe in the Constitution.
I know. I believe.
Americans have the right to vote.
I believe. That's not. Are they real or not?
Is what real?
Rights.
Sir,
are they a social construct?
No, I think our rights are God-given. See,
what right is God-given?
Let me explain something to you.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Hold on, really quick. Let me explain something to you.
Okay, explain.
Where did the monarchs used to derive their right from?
Oh, well, their right to rule,
the
yes.
monarchs were sovereigns, and they believed that they had the direct lineage from King David, and therefore they had been given the right of God to rule over their people.
Oh, monarchs
When we
did.
had, yes, because they believed they had been given the right from God to rule over the people.
And how did they enforce that right to rule?
Don't interrupt. When we had the Declaration of Independence, right, we had 1776. That was a group of American founding fathers coming together and recognizing that they, in fact, were all given God-given rights. And it wasn't just the sovereign, that we were all sovereign,
this is all,
and that we were all given God-given rights.
This is all John Locke nonsense. Listen.
It's not John Locke.
Well, back it up.
Yes, it is. It's Enlightenment.
Yes, the Enlightenment principles.
The middle class.
The Enlightenment principles are what founded it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no, it didn't. But anyway, the Enlightenment principles that you're talking about right now they still acknowledge that
Literally.
rights are social constructs. They have to be.
They're
and when
not.
you talk
That's
about,
how you get your rights
when you
stripped
talk
from
about
you if you
a
believe
God,
that ideology.
if your rights can be stripped on you, which is how you know the ideology I'm talking about is true.
If you can
They can't
convince
be real
people-
if they can be taken from you. You have a right to
How
nothing.
is this not more relativism?
What do you mean?
More
What do you mean by
relativism?
only men can
If you can
enforce
convince
rights?
people that
I'll
they
explain.
don't have any rights and it's all a social construct, you can strip them from them. You can convince
No.
them that
That's
they
what
don't have
happens.
rights.
But-
But if people know that they have God-given rights and that their rights come from God,
then they can act as though they're real, and then they can enforce that.
I am still trying to figure out what the hell is this woman talking about and what the hell is she trying to point out. Let's see how this unfolds.
our rights are real.
They're socially constructed. Can you point out a right for me real
So
quick?
how do you call
Hey, is there a
yourself
right
a
over
Christian?
there? What about over there? Hey, is there a right down there? Is there a right? I don't see any. Where are they?
Do you not believe in the authority of God?
Yes, of course. God is an existent objective
Okay,
being.
so what did God tell Israel?
About which thing?
Okay, did he not give him authority? Did he not give the line of David
Yes,
authority?
you can
did
say.
he not give his
but,
children
but
authority?
Who
He did.
Who enforced the authority of kings? Kings.
Okay, so the priests apparently are given rights from
Kings.
God, correct?
Yes, and they enforce their authority as well.
Okay,
You
so
always
how's
have an
that not a
enforcement
social
arm.
construct in your
Because
logic?
these are objectively given from a being. The construction of your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th amendments, all of them are social constructs. They don't exist in tangible reality. If they do, point one out. Show me. Show me your right to vote. Where is it? Absent your mind, show it to me.
The one for quartering.
You
Show
can say
me-
that with anything.
Yeah, no,
is
well, you can say
physically-
about
We're
anything
talking
that
about
is a social
We're
construct.
talking about the spirit. So, of course, you're not going to be able to have something
Noah donated
physical when we're talking about the
$200.
spiritual.
That blonde is making a really good argument as to why women shouldn't
No
vote.
shit. But
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
back to this.
Can I ask a
Back to
clarifying
this.
question?
Hang on. Let us finish the argument. We're almost done.
I know. It's just,
We have.
It's ridiculous. No, you guys
Can you
want a
show
bunch
me,
of guys like him
absent the
that
mind,
don't
where your
believe in
rights
the
are?
Constitution to vote? Okay. Yeah, that's great.
The rights aren't a social construct. Can you point to one outside your mind?
The
Can you
quartering-
point to a right outside your
Can you
mind?
point to the
Don't
spirit
ask me a
outside of your
question.
mind?
Answer my question. Can you point to a right
Can you
outside your
physically
mind?
define the spirit?
That's another
Can you
question.
physically define
Stop
consciousness?
asking the question. Answer it.
No, because
No,
you're not.
because you can't.
No,
you can't answer
no,
it.
because
you,
you're not
you
the
imbecile.
one driving
Where
this
is a right
conversation.
absent your brain? Where is
But-
it?
Okay,
Define the consciousness.
Why can women not vote
See,
if they're
the
not the
funny thing
enforcers of
here
rights?
is-
I want to know that.
No, the funny thing here is this is what's
Remember?
debated when scientists are talking about AI. They're debating consciousness, and there are so many philosophers and people that debate consciousness all the time.
Yeah.
So you're asking me to define the spiritual and consciousness and put it into a physical state, which you know is impossible. So you're going with a false argument
Consciousness
here
are rights.
to try to prove a point that you're not even touching.
Consciousness are rights. Being conscious means that you have
Your
rights.
spirit and your soul.
Do people in
is where
Somalia
you-
who are conscious have rights?
So you don't
Where
believe
are
in the
rights
spirit.
absent your brain?
Why can't
Where
women
are they?
vote? Why can't
Where
women
is
vote?
your right to vote absent your mind?
Where is your
Stop
argument
asking me a
absent your
question
mind?
and answer one.
Where is your argument absent
I'll
your
tell you what, I'll
mind?
answer any fucking question you want after you answer this one.
Where is your argument outside of your subconscious? outside of your
All of my
conscious?
arguments are based in the epistemological. The epistemology and the ontology that I have comes directly from God and divine command.
Really?
This answers, yes, and yours
And
too.
I said,
and
I
all
said I
Christians.
believe my rights are God given.
That's
So
great.
why are you? Why
and
are
that's
yours
what
and
we're
mine
talking about. Now, I just answered your question. Now, answer mine. Where is this right to vote absent your brain?
Where's your argument?
Yeah, I
absent your brain?
just won't answer it, no matter what.
Wait, can you answer his question though? Just,
No, she
just answer
can't.
the question.
She knows. She already knows.
My-
It's a
my
fail.
rights
Where's your
absent
right
my
to
brain?
vote absent your brain?
I've been saying this whole time my rights are God given.
Your right to vote comes from
So-
God?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yes, it does. My right,
Wait, hold
my
on.
right
We
does
have
come
to
from God.
$200.
Andrew's got to go.
My
take
right
his
to have a
time.
say
hold on,
is
hold
what
on.
government does.
My right to vote comes from God.
That's right.
Franchisees do in bankrupt corporations. Your substantial rights are what you should focus on.
Yeah, go have a
Distinction.
smoke. You can't define consciousness in a physical state. Like,
It amazes me that these individuals can still vote. She argues with Andrew Wilson, scrambling the actual rights of a country and its definition with apparently God's rights, quote unquote, making zero sense whatsoever. And Andrew simply bursts out laughing and gives a question she cannot answer herself. Or maybe she can. And if she does, she knows she lost the argument. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. If you haven't already, comment down below. We'll see you in the next one.